Fantasy world, what's going on, man? It's your boy Hot Soup from Hot Soup Fantasy Football. So today we're going to go off of ESPN's ADP and who we think are overrated players for this 2023 NFL season. Hot Soup's number one overrated player this year and will be on none of my leagues is Mr. Derrick Henry. I'm not a hater, man. I love everyone. The fact is, Derrick Henry is going into his 30th year of being on this earth, man. Anytime players hit that 30, at 29, 30 range, they drop off. And I'm talking about 95% of the players, man. So we're going to go with facts here, statistics. Statistically, Derrick Henry cannot continue to do what he's been doing in the past years. Last year wasn't his best year. I think that decline is coming. He's on a offense that is not good. Quarterback Ryan Tannehill is also on the way downwards. In Tennessee, there's nothing I really like about anything in Tennessee right now. I'm including DeAndre Hopkins. You got Tannehill throwing to him. DeAndre Hopkins is also getting older, man. He's on the decline as well. Again, I'm not here to hate on no man, man. I love football. You know, I'm an older guy myself, man. I love doing things that the young kids can't even do, and I can still do it. I give all the praise to those guys out there, man, at this age, man, still doing what they doing. Thumbs up. But right now, let's talk about the facts. Derrick Henry is on a terrible offense. He's going to be the focal point of every defense and every defensive coordinator because there is nobody else to be the focal point of. They're going to shut Derrick Henry down this year. Yeah, he's Derrick Henry, still falling forward for a couple yards, but man, he's not going to be the Derrick Henry you guys think of as the Derrick Henry in the past. Should have been a top 10 pick. The guy should be going in the third round. I see so many guys on this list that are way better than Derrick Henry, have way more potential on way better offenses, way faster, way quicker, just all-around better situations, man. That guy's not going to know what a running lane looks like this year in 2023. So in my opinion, number one bust of the year, most overrated player, Derrick Henry. Number two, Breece Hall. Breece Hall was a monster when he was getting into the second part. I think it was, I want to say about week 4, week 5. You know, the first couple weeks, they eased him into it. Man, that guy out of week 4, week 5, man, he started blowing up. They started feeding him the rock, and then the ACL tear in week 7. Terrible that happened to Mr. Breece Hall. Breece Hall is coming off an ACL injury. Not a lot of guys come back from an ACL injury and have great years. It usually takes about 2 years to be fully ready to come back into the NFL and have a great year. Number two, the Jets knew that and went out and got Dalvin Cook, a very capable running back that can get you explosive plays down the field. Yeah, he may be starting to become on that decline with Mr. Dalvin Cook, and yeah, he's injury prone. But at the same time, how much workload is he going to be taking away when Breece comes back? If he gets out there and starts serving, who knows if it'll be a timeshare when Breece Hall gets back? We don't know anything like that. His ADP is way too high. I would be taking Breece Hall a little deeper into the draft. Number two, overrated player, Breece Hall. Number three on my list, Aaron Jones. Mr. Aaron Jones is the number 12 ADP, meaning 12th pick if he's going in a fantasy draft right now. And he has a more than capable backup in A.J. Dillon who could be starting on 12 to 14 teams in the NFL right now. There's no more Aaron Rodgers. The running lanes aren't going to be as big. They're going to be focusing on that running game over there with the Packers. The passing game isn't going to be what it was when Aaron Rodgers was there. Having A.J. Dillon as a capable backup, he was in a timeshare last year with, who has been poaching carries from Aaron Jones for the last couple years. A.J. Dillon, Aaron Jones, I like the combo, but I don't like getting Aaron Jones at the number 12 running back this year. That's way too high. We need to be pushing Aaron Jones down a little bit. Offense is not going to be the greatest. Give him to me at the 18-20 and I'm all in. Number 4 on my list for the top 5 overrated players, coming in at number 4 is going to be George Kittle. George Kittle, I don't want to really touch him. I got him maybe in 1 or 2 leagues. I started really thinking about it, started digging in on the numbers. When George Kittle is on the field and you have a healthy Christian McCaffrey, a healthy Elijah Mitchell, a healthy Brandon Ayuk, and a healthy Deebo Samuels, George Kittle is blocking most of the time because he is a more than capable blocker, one of the best blocking tight ends in the league. George Kittle is not going to be running as many routes as some of these other tight ends. He's not going to be getting as many opportunities as these other tight ends. And that being said, everybody in San Francisco right now is healthy. Purdy's not going to be peppering George Kittle with anything. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk is having one of the best preseasons he's ever had. Christian McCaffrey, the name speaks for itself. He's a target monster. He's going to be a target hog. That means George Kittle targets come down. His blocking goes up. Less routes ran. I don't like George Kittle at his ADP, which is the 5th best tight end off the board right now. I like the likes of other tight ends before we take Kittle. Number 5 on my list. Number 5, I'm going with Terry McLaurin. I'm all over the Washington Commanders right now. And the reason being, they have great situation, but it's just so many mouths to feed over there. To me, Terry McLaurin's not even the best receiver in that camp right now. Jahan Dotson has been showing up, my player of the year. I mean, this guy is an animal in the preseason. He was an animal last year when he was getting the ball thrown to him. He doesn't drop balls at all. The guy's a great route runner. You can hit him deep. You can hit him across the middle. He's not scared to take a slant to the house. I'm talking more about Jahan Dotson right now than I am Terry McLaurin. That's my point. I'm not feeling it. I'm out on Terry McLaurin this year. Not to say he's not going to have a decent year, because he is going to be on one of the best offenses, sleeper offenses in the league this year. I called it out. You heard it from Coach Mac first, a.k.a. Hot Soup. The Washington Commanders are going to do their thing, but I'm out on Terry McLaurin on his ADP.